Yo, what it do, fam? This is just a pilot episode, so you know what? You gotta try stuff with the pilot. So I'm finna try to see if I can play my theme song. So while that's playing, let the audience build, and let's get ready to do this. Welcome.
Sometimes we gotta find that extra bit of motivation to get our ass up out of bed and go get it. That's what I came up with. Time to go to work. Can't nobody get in the way of my shine. Hard work pays off. Cause we ain't taking no days off. Bitch, I said it's time to go to work. Grind time. Can't nobody get in the way of my shine. Hard work pays off. Cause we ain't taking no days off. What you mad for? Ain't no sense of hating on me. I know time ain't gon' sit around waiting on me. So get up, get off of your way, get busy. Once in a lifetime chance, and you gon' miss it cause you walking around bitch. You wanna blame somebody else cause you ain't winning. Hey, that's what cowards do, homie. Take your lick on the chin. If it knocks your ass down, you get up and try again. Shit, shower, shade. Go dominate the day. It ain't no recess round here, boy, I don't play. When I made my mind up, I had to get my grind up. Looking in the mirror like time you ain't even trying. Cause
Mixing up some watermelon.
you just wasting time, bro.
Right, wait.
Self-improvement, and this is just a reminder. Remain humble and kind. Focus on your grind. Thank the Lord when you wake up and before you close your eyes. Come on, time to go to work. Shit, grind time. Can't nobody get in the way of my shine. Hard work pays off. And we ain't taking no days off. Bitch, I said it's time to go to work. Shit, grind time. Can't nobody get in the way of my shine. Hard work pays off.
What it do? Oh, slow connection. No, we don't need this. Right back.
If you still chasing your dream, we gon' make them fit it. Get it every single time. This the real deal. Tree or heel, baby.
Baller. My nickname is
Tom Sawyer. Out here busting my ass to make a dollar. He just been I follow. That's a tough pill to swallow. If you put your faith in man, he gon' lead you to the slaughter.
Oh, come on, Bronson. Don't throw that stupid.
You know I'm hard on you, baby.
Cause I really love you. The word I owe you
Nothing,
nothing.
that ain't no more discussion. So find your God-given talent, baby, and start hustling. Does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? I guess they can get you a casket covered in gold. Flexing your millions. But you forgot about the drill. Come on, time to go to work. Shit, grind time. Can't nobody get in the way of my shot. Hard work pays off. And we ain't taking no days off. Bitch, I said it's time to go to work. Shit, grind time. Can't nobody get in the way of my shine. Hard work pays off. And we ain't taking no days off. I gotta check myself every day, baby. That's something you don't do every other day, every other week. It's hard for the people around you to check you. You gotta do that yourself. It's the problem, baby. Like it cool to be a good dude.
There we go. That song right there always get me in just to the right mood, the right flow. But yo, like I said, it's your boy Mr. Grind Time. Welcome to the pilot episode of what? Grind Time Live. This is a safe space for everybody, so I'm gonna drop a little rules real fast. No hating in the chat. No hating in the chat. No foul language, basically no negativity. It's all positive vibes only here. Now, this is the first episode. It's a pilot episode. Not even the first episode. It's a pilot episode. My first episode is going to be next week, and I'll announce who my special guest will be. But on this show, what we do is we will basically talk about at least one of what I consider the 5 aspects of health, whether it's mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, or financial. One of those 5 pillars of what I consider the 5 pillars of health will be talked about on here. So that's what you can expect from here. Now, when you come in, we either will be doing interview back and forth, or just having a discussion, or you want to come in, just tell your story, get it off your chest. This is a safe space. This is a space you can come and get used to telling your story, because one thing I know for a fact is everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. And a lot of those stories the world needs to hear. So I'm going to try to incorporate that to where I can help get your story out to the world. Because I'll tell you, it ain't just about me. God put this on my mind, I forgot how long ago. It's been in my mind for the longest, on my heart for the longest, to start this part. I said I was going to call it Grind Time Live in Prime Time. But I just decided to shorten it to Grind Time Live. But this has been put on my heart, put in my heart, in my mind for a long time. And I'm just not doing like my shirts say. Shouts out to Jaeger HQ. Take a risk. Because if he puts something on your mind to do and you don't do it, then not only are you hurting yourself, but you're hurting the people that you're supposed to be reaching. That's where the problem comes in at. Because now, it's not just about you. It's not just about you. It's about those tens to hundreds to thousands of people that need to hear what you got to say. That need, what's the word? And basically, everybody can get, somebody can get something from your story. Somebody can get something from what you have to say. But if you don't say it, if you keep it inside, it never gets out, right? At Watermelon's the bomb. Cheeky plug. But sometimes we just don't have a place to be able to get it out. And, just to broadcast it. That's where Mr. Grind Time coming into play at. Somebody's waiting on you. Somebody needs to hear what you got to say, because somebody out there is going through exactly what you're going through. It may not be, you may not seem like it. I'm getting so annoyed. Pause for a second. Bruh, Verizon want to start acting up in my area. I hope y'all can hear. You can hear me. Drop some fire or something in the chat. And as you coming in, go ahead and like, comment where you tuning in from. I got into it. I forgot to say that at the beginning. Go on, like and comment where you tuning in from. Let me see who we got on here also. But like I say, somebody's waiting on you. Somebody needs your words. Somebody needs your story to know that that there's a way out of what they're going through. But as long as we keep keeping this stuff to ourselves, it'll never get out. It'll never get out to the people it needs to get to. So that's why I created this. I didn't create this for me. I didn't create it for likes. I didn't create it for what they say, clout. I didn't create it for any of that. I created this so somebody can hear your story. Because I know you have an amazing story. We all do. And if you like Mr. Grind Time, I got a book of them. I'm going to tell you one tonight. But if you like me, I got a whole book of stories. And when I say I got novels, because of all the things I've been through and all the things God has brought me through. I got it. I got him. But I know I'm not alone. And that's the thing. I know I'm not alone. Who else out there has a story to tell? Who else out there want to come and serve and help others? Like I said, your story could be about your physical health. Your story could be about your mental health. Your story could be about your emotional health. It could be about your spiritual health. Or it can be about your financial health. Because if one of those 5 are off, then your balance is off. You lean in one or the other way. If you can get those 5 things to sync up, you can rule the world. And I hope y'all can hear me because this thing keeps saying slow connection. And I don't know why. I be hating Verizon sometimes. I swear I do. Yeah, I'm telling straight up. Verizon acting dumb. Let me try this real bad. They want to mess up the pilot. But you know what? That ain't nothing but the devil. Because he trying to slow me down for something that God has planned for me. He trying to stop me from getting the word out and inspiring others to get the word out to others. But that's how the enemy does. He tries to come in and knock you off of your block so you won't be able to reach the people that you were supposed to reach. But it's not going to stop me. I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep going. I pray that y'all can hear me because, you know what, nope, I ain't even going to do that. I pray that y'all can hear me. I have to figure out the signal situation for the next episode, and trust me, I will get it figured out. But yo, I'm gonna tell you one of my stories today, and this will give you a little idea of how things could go. But being this is a pilot episode, I didn't want anybody else on here with me today. Well, I didn't want to start the interview type style show today. I want to really just be me and give y'all a breakdown and let y'all basically see a little bit of how it's going to run, because it's not going to run the same way the whole time. That's one thing about me. You're not going to get locked down to, okay, you got this question, this question, this question, this question. No. On here, you get the flow. If you want to come on and just give a motivational speech, inspirational speech, that's all good. This platform is for you. This was made for you. But yo, I got one of my stories I'm gonna tell y'all from way back in the day on me. So, y'all ready for this? Now this one goes into mental and spiritual health. One thing you always hear, if you woke up this morning, you're here for a reason. You woke up for a reason. If you're still here, you are here for a reason. Because I bet you've been through enough things in your life to where you could have been taken out. So if you're still here today, you're here for a reason. So I'm going to take you back to one of my first times. Now go with me now. Go with me. Imagine you in your bed, sleeping good. I thought I was sleeping good. But then, all of a sudden, I hear, Gary. Then I feel somebody shaking me. Gary, wake up. I'm groggy, I wake up, and I look, it's my mom. She say, boy, where's your inhaler? I'm like, that's how I'm talking. She said, get up and get your inhaler. So I get up. Oh yeah, a lot of people didn't know about me. Coming up my whole life, I had asthma. But I got up. I went and grabbed my inhaler. Shook it. Squeeze. Nothing. Shook it harder. Squeeze. Nothing. Oh boy. Mom's like, you out? Where your other one at? Because I used to always keep two. I go grab that one. Shake it, squeeze, still nothing. So now I'm in trouble. She said, boy, get your butt up. We going to the hospital. Now, give you a little quick backstory. My mom, she wasn't usually at home during those times. Let's just say Mom's was a hustler. So she was always out in the streets hustling. Just so happened that night, she just happened to be there, having a little get together at her house. She heard me struggling to breathe over the music and her company talking. That's how bad it was. So let's go ahead and fast forward. We get to the hospital. We go check in. But being that I was going in saying I had asthma, they went ahead and got me into triage. Now I get to the triage. Before the nurse even takes a vital sign, she says, "That's you?" I'm like, because I'm struggling to breathe. I ain't got no energy. I don't know what's going on. She starts the vital signs. Puts the pulse ox on my finger, puts the blood pressure cuffs on, puts the thing on the thermometer on my tongue, and gets up and walks away. By the time she come back, all my vital signs are coming up, and what she did was she went and told the doctors that we need to get him back as soon as possible. Now, blood pressure, it was high because I was struggling to breathe, of course. I didn't have a fever. It was very, very low. But my pulse ox was the thing that's scary. When you usually get under 90 in your pulse ox, that's usually the time you start passing out because your body is not getting enough oxygen. Your brain is not getting enough oxygen. That's at 90, right? If I remember right, my pulse ox was around 55. The nurse says she don't even know how I'm awake because my brain is literally starving of oxygen. So they get me back to the back immediately. Put me on 100% oxygen along with albuterol. Albuterol with 100% oxygen. You rarely ever get 100% oxygen unless it's something serious. After they ran that first treatment, kept the pulse ox on me the whole time. After the first treatment finished, it should have came up some, right? It came up like 2 points. They started another treatment. They's like, okay, well, you're not leaving until it comes up, because right now your brain is literally, like I say, starving of oxygen. So they started the second treatment. It still only comes up 1 or 2 points after the second treatment. They start the third treatment. But by then, now they're coming in, hooking up IVs. I get an IV, and they start running steroids. Because, that anybody who has asthma, anybody who has asthma, a lot of times they add steroids to your treatment. So his right hand got an IV in it, IV fluids and steroids. I'm still sitting there. They like, I'm starting to doze off. They're like, no, you have to stay awake. Even though it's 1 o'clock in the morning, you have to stay awake because we don't want you to mess around and doze off and then you won't come back. You may not come back. So we want to make sure that you stay with us. So I'm sitting there just trying to breathe, taking it as much as I can. They give us as much as you can on deep breaths. I'm still going. They run IVs through me. By the time I finished that third treatment, the x-ray tech had showed up. Because they was like, okay, by now, you should be making some progress. So the x-ray, they had called in x-ray to do x-rays in my chest. They come in, take the pictures, and once they finish, they start round 4 on my treatments. You're never supposed to give 4 treatments of albuterol. Never. But my pulse ox by now was still only at about 60. 60, 65 is about where I was at. Now let me tell you how quick. They can work quick when they want to. By the time I finished that treatment, the doctor was coming in saying he had read my my x-rays. And the reason why I can't beat this so-called asthma attack because it's not just asthma. I also had pneumonia because, oh yeah, I didn't mention. I decided I was a boy growing up in the hood in the 80s and 90s. One of the things we did was play football, and my mom actually told the doctor. She was like, well, he was like, how'd that happen? No, he's like, what happened? Because he not only has the asthma acting up, but he has pneumonia. And she was like, shh. He was out there playing in the rain, playing football in the rain. The doctor said, why would you allow him to do that? And one thing about me back then, I had them NFL dreams. And my mom told her what I said. He said they play in the NFL, they play in the rain, so we should too. So we'll know what to expect. I had them NFL aspirations. I was gonna be the next Jerry Rice. But she told the doctor that, and the doctor was like, okay. Well, he has pneumonia. You know, he want to try to get attitude a little bit though. But so what they started, now they come in, start IV in the other hand, and start running antibiotics. So now I got steroids here, antibiotics here, and a mask over my face, sitting up here like, trying not to move because I ain't got no energy. I'm borderline dizzy, fading in and out of consciousness, but they keeping me awake. They telling me to keep going, And she's like, the doctor was like, we're going to have to keep him because there's no way he's leaving here until his pulse ox comes up to a reasonable level. Reasonable level to them is at least 95. By this time, I'm pushing probably 65, 70. So it's creeping up. It's coming up, but it's creeping. It's creeping real slow because of the pneumonia in my lungs was tying up the medicine. So the medicine was loosening up the vessels and stuff, right, in my lungs. But it was so clogged with the fluid from the pneumonia. So let's keep it going with it. Basically, I just kept getting hit with treatment after treatment, running steroids, running antibiotics. I finally get transferred to a room. Of course, I'm still hooked up to everything. They kept me that time for 4 days, I think. That's how long that stay lasted. But that's not the most memorable part of that stay. The most memorable part of that stay is what the doctor told my mom. The doctor told my mom, if you hadn't brought him in when you did, he would not have made it through the night. When you 7, 8, 9 years old and you hear stuff like that, it stays with you. But now I look back on that situation, I can say I'm still here today. That's because God has a reason for me to be here. If it wasn't for me to be here, if I didn't have something to do, I would have been gone that night. Because it took so much stuff to line up for me to make it to the hospital. Like they always say, God put you in a situation to show you how powerful He is. Let me go through the whole routine of what had to line up. First off, it had to rain and we had to be outside playing football in the rain. Second of all, I had to catch pneumonia. I had to have an empty inhaler. My mom had to hear me over her music and her company. Oh, but my mom had to actually be at the house. Because like I said, she was usually in the streets at that time. During that time. Back in the... No, because she was a hustler. So first off, she had to be there. And then she had to hear me over everything that was going on. Just that lineup right there showing you how it's a reason for everything. I don't believe in coincidences. It's a reason for everything. Then my mom had to take me to the hospital. If any of that would have went awry, I wouldn't be sitting here today. I wouldn't be talking to you today. So one thing to always remember, I'm going to leave the story right there. But one thing to always remember, you are here for a reason. No matter what's the situation looking like, no matter what's going on in your life, look at it as a test that's going to become your testimony. Because you are here for a reason. You may be here to touch somebody else. You may be here to be somebody's leaning post or somebody to lean on. You may be here just to say a word that's going to help this person not do something, not what they say, make a permanent choice to a temporary situation. I don't know why you're here, but you are here for a reason. Never forget that. Never forget that. You may be here to be for me. And I may be here to be here for you. You just never know. But if you never put yourself out there, you never know. Now we can circle back to, that's why I'm creating this platform. Somebody may feel that story. Somebody may have been thinking in their mind that I'm here to do something, I just don't know what. I'm here for a reason. Because you are. Your reason could be huge. You can be the starting point for something big. Or you can be the one to start it. Or the one to carry it out. What's in your mind? What's your dream? What you keep thinking about? What you want to do? What you need to do? Why am I here? Am I just here to live? Am I just here to walk around? Am I just here to go to work? No. When you were created by our Creator, you already had a purpose. Before you were created, you were picked out. Before your mom conceived you, you were picked out. And you were given a purpose. All it takes is you to do what you can to find your purpose. Live on purpose. I like that. Live on purpose. I want to thank y'all for joining me for the pilot episode of Grind Time Live. Yo, I know I got a little deep with this one, but it's just some things you can expect. Like I say, this is a safe space. You can come in, you can get as deep as you want. Every Wednesday, sir. Every Wednesday at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. You can come in, voice what you need to voice. We'll determine if it's going to be a back and forth interview style, or if I may just give you the floor and just let you go. No shackles here. No shackles, no hating, no shame, no none of that. Just get it out. Because somebody not want to hear it. Somebody needs to hear it. So 30 minutes? Okay. I want to time, like I say, and see. It's going to be, give a breakdown, it's going to be 30 minutes to an hour. Every show. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Same dot time, same dot place. But the only thing that will change is my special guest. And I'm going to tell you, I already got next week set up. And it's going to be a treat for y'all. I'm not giving y'all any information yet. Just look for the flyer to drop, because I'll be dropping a flyer in advance with the person who's with the next week's special guest. And I say special guest because any guest I have on here is special, because we're all special. None of us is junk. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am special. I am the bomb. Or go all the way Muhammad Ali, I am the greatest. If you don't tell yourself that, the world's not going to do it. You have to believe it yourself. Don't matter how much belief other people have in you, you can only borrow their belief for so long. Eventually, you're going to have to adopt it into yourself. Bet on you. Because I am. It's your boy, Mr. Grind Time, signing out for the pilot episode of Grind Time Live. I appreciate all y'all that joined me. Like I say, if you watching this or you watching replay, give me a like and comment where you tuning in where you tuning in from. Show your boy some love, and I'll see y'all next week. Cause like I always say, I ain't got nothing but love for you, fam. I just want to see you do better.